free box at First Tier, bringing the fresh beats and melodies, harmonies to your ear. Is the free box at First Tier, bringing the fresh beats and melodies, harmonies to your ear. Coming through on the ones and twos, rocking flows for your chicks, ladies, and dudes. Don't mean to disrespect the act rude.
Hello, my children, and to the few who watch. So today we're going to be making a video. It's going to be a different video. It's going to be kind of a comparison video. It's going to be 8 reasons going on a date is like getting ready for that big game. And I got this inspiration because I was working out today and I was like, man, like I do so much to prepare for just something, and then I was like, I kind of do the same on a date. So these are going to be clips of how going on a date is like getting ready for that big game. So I hope you like it, and please like the video and subscribe. Reason number 1, you always do a pre-workout. Pre-workouts and practices. So think about it. You got 2 weeks until the big game, you know, if it's a swim meet or if it's a cheer competition, basketball game, football game, or whatever. You always get ready at least a week or 2 before, especially. You'll be working out, you'll be eating healthy, you'll be trying to get really fit for that next 2 weeks. The same goes for a date. So you set up a date and maybe it's like a week away and you're like, man, I really gotta look perfect for this person. Instead of looking good for a game, you're looking good for somebody else. So you're doing all this working out and this diet to hopefully lose like 10 pounds before your date so you can look perfect for them. So that's reason number 1, and we're going on to reason number 2. Now this isn't really for everybody. This is mostly for girls, especially when it comes to like cheerleading and stuff like that. But you try to make yourself look good. It's like a couple hours before the thing, and you're maybe taking a shower, and you're like getting ready. You're like, okay, should I do some makeup? Like, maybe like a little bit. Should I like put my hair up? Like, what should I do? And you're just like getting a little bit ready so you look good, but you know, not too good because it's like a first date. And you try to make sure, this is reason number 3, you try to make sure that you're not doing too much so it doesn't look like you were really trying to get ready for this date or this game. You'll for the game, you'll probably be like, oh man, I have too much eyeliner on, I shouldn't be wearing any eyeliner, sports players don't wear makeup. Or you'll be on a date and you'll be like, oh no, that's too much, he'll think I'm some crazy lady that looks bad without makeup. And so you try to make sure that you find the right amount of everything so that way you don't look like you're doing too much, but you also don't look like you just came out of a garbage. You're always nervous before anything starts and when you get there, the whole entire time. The whole time. So it's before the game and you're sitting there and you're like, oh man, what's gonna happen? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, is everything gonna go okay? Like, am I gonna do good? You do the same thing on a date. You'll be there, like, before, you'll be driving there, or you'll be, like, a few minutes before your date picks you up, and you're like, oh man, like, I'm so nervous, like, what am I gonna do? Like, is he gonna find me weird? Am I gonna do okay? Like, am I gonna say the right things? Am I gonna do the right things? Am I gonna make a weird gesture? And you're trying to make sure that everything is perfect. You're trying to play everything out in your head. You're constantly making sure that you do not mess up. So messing up is one of the worst feelings you will ever get. It feels like you're going back in that dumpster that you just came out of, okay? You feel dumpy on the inside instead of the outside. You are sitting there and you're like, okay, shoot, I moved my hand and I accidentally touched his arm. Crap. Or you made the wrong move and you accidentally, like, missed a basket when you're playing basketball. Yikes, that's not good. You should have made that basket. You shouldn't have moved your arm. You should have just stayed still. It's pretty much the same concept for both, and you're just, that overwhelming bad feeling of like you messed up. But really, it's not even that big of a deal. The ending. Now, this is where the end of the date comes or the end of the game comes. when you are feeling good about the date and the date went well, you're like, you go home and you're just like, yes, that date was awesome. I successfully did it. It's like the same feeling of winning a soccer game or something. You like win this soccer game and your whole team is proud of you and you're just like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. I did this. Like, I accomplished this. But the same thing happens if your date went bad. If your date went bad, you go home feeling dumpy and you want to cry and it's like you want to go to bed and never wake up. Same thing happens when you lose a game. You lose a game, you're not too excited about anything. You know, you didn't accomplish anything. It wasn't the greatest thing. Maybe you made the wrong move and you disappointed your team. And that's exactly what it feels like. It feels really bad and you want to go in a hole and die. But eventually, like any bad date or bad game, you'll get over it and you just gotta make sure that the next one is right. The next one is food. I love food. Food is my favorite thing in the world. Any type of food. I love all food. And I'm always hungry. So, okay, here's the thing. Before that big game, you're too nervous to eat. And the same thing goes with going on a date. You're either too nervous to eat or you don't want to eat anything because you don't want to look bloated. And then you go on your date and maybe you guys go get something to eat, but you don't really order that much. That's not really true in my case. I order like ribs and I'm like, give me that extra order of fries, but I have done it before where I would like just order a salad because I didn't want to look like I was a pig. Definitely different now, but I know like some people still do that. And the same thing goes with the game, is like you don't really want to eat anything during, is like you're just too focused on the game and you're too focused, like you don't want to like eat too much and feel crappy during the game, so you just drink a bunch of water. So the reason for food is, it is exactly the same when you get home from a date or a game. When you get home from that game, you are filling up on food, okay? Let me just tell you. You get home and you're like, oh, I haven't eaten all day, and you're starving. So you're going home and you're grabbing like the first thing you find. You're like, I got some chips here, salsa here, that leftover McDonald's in the fridge, like that's gross, but I'm gonna heat it up anyway. And you eat as much as you can. And the same thing goes with sports. You've been working out for like 2 hours nonstop. You're hungry. You get home and it feels like you haven't eaten in months. It is so bad. You are just constantly eating, and I literally take a jar of peanut butter and I just legit eat out of the peanut butter jar. I'm hungry. So yeah, I still got peanut butter in my mouth. I'm really hungry. So yeah, you're like starving to death and you just need food. And that's always how it is. Now the last reason is motivation. Now this is something that has always been good, and it's really good for you, is self-motivation. Whether it's before the game or the date or after the game or the date. So before the game, you'll motivate yourself. You're like, Becca, you gotta get up. You gotta do this. You are ready for this. You are amazing. You have been practicing this for so long. And you look good, and you are ready to do this. And the same thing goes for a date, is you're pumping yourself up. You're like, Becca, it's okay if something goes wrong and maybe you don't like him, then that's what it's meant to be that way. You know, like, it's okay. And the same thing happens after the game, you know, like, your teammates are there to support you, or if you're more in like a single sport, you know, you're more like, it's okay, next time I'm gonna do good. And that's the same with the date. Is you're always like, next time is going to be better, or the next person I date is going to be good. This date maybe didn't go as well as planned, but it's going to go well next time, and that's the same for sports. And that's what we all need to start doing, is motivating ourselves through different things, not just sports. You know, we need to motivate ourselves every day to do things, and we need to motivate ourselves to get up in the morning if we feel depressed, or anything, you know, because I completely understand, and there was times where I just didn't want to do anything, and now motivating myself to go on a date, to go on that date, to get up and get ready for that game, and just putting your whole heart into it, and that's when you really accomplish things. And I hope you guys like this video. please like, and please subscribe. I need you guys. I'm gonna be making more videos. Thank you for watching, and have a good day, my children.